We moved out here in 1940, and we lived out here. My mother lived in several houses on this hill. Mrs. Wallace was her first landlord. I remember that somebody went and told Miss Wallace something on me. She told me to move. So when I moved, I cried because my rent was paid and I didn't have any more money and I didn't know how I was going to find another place to stay. So I went crying to my mother. Again, I'm crying. Now, I'm married and got 2 kids and I'm crying to Mama. My mother gave us the money and we rented this house across the street from my mother, catty corner. I was in the house and there was a knock on the door. And this was a black man standing in the door. He said, "Hey, you got to get it out of this house. I just bought it and it's mine and you got 30 days to get out of here." Now, this was during the wartime. You couldn't find a garage to rent. And here I am again, right here on the hill with no place to go. I told my husband about it. It was kind of upsetting, so I said, "Let's go for a walk." So we came and walked all the way down Sycamore. And there was this man, and he was building a house right over there where my yellow house is. And so we asked him what was going on, what was he doing, and so forth and so on. And he said, "Well," he said, "I was building my daughter a house, and she didn't want it." My husband said, "Just sell us the whole property, all of it." And then that was it. And he said, "I talked it over with my wife, and we'll sell you the whole thing for $600. We had a one-room house then to live in. So what my husband did, he started to build his own self a house. When my husband first started building the house, it was up on piers. And when you stepped on the front of it, the back of it came up. And we had to go to the Wallaces and find out what to do. And they helped us very much because he was using the wrong kind of wood. He was using 2x4s when he should have been using 4x4s and things like that. Well, he had never built a house before. We didn't know nothing about building no house. All of a sudden, somebody came up there and told the people down at the county that we were building a house that was ready to fall down. So they came out and checked our house and everything. And they looked at it and they said, "I don't know what they're talking about. This looks like one of the better built houses out here." And I guess it is because it's over 60 years old and still standing. God has allowed me to have 3 houses out here in this quiet, on this hill, even though they called it Nigger Hill and all of that. I just think that when you allow your mind to be focused on Christ and not on the things of the world and all that kind of stuff, then I think God has a way of working it out for you.